It's a theme song to Doug. The 90s Nickelodeon cartoon Doug? Doug! You know, he was a kid, big nose, and like everybody else in the town had like weird like colored skin, like purple and green and like shit, and his dog was like blue and like Quail Man. You not remember Doug? Doug? They made a movie. It's called Doug's First Movie. They never made a second. I had it on VHS.
I remember Doug, Matt.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like talking out of my ass here.
I had a question for you, Matt.
Do you have a question for me?
I have a question.
Do you have a question?
What is the purpose in the machine?
Good night, everybody. That's this week's episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. Purpose in the Machine. We're tying it together. Get up.
Don't tell me what to do.
In this episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Fitz is still... It leads up pretty much where... It starts off where we left off last episode with Fitz.
Well, it starts off in the 1800s, let's be perfectly clear.
Okay, it starts off in the 1800s with... We're going scene by scene.
Scene by scene. Starts off 1800s. There's some old dudes in a table, and they're like, "We're gonna pick the rocks." And then the one rock that's white is like the one that they send the dude in there, and they're like, "Oh, there goes Charlie. He's in the rock now."
Yeah.
The monolith.
Anyway,
it's called the monolith.
Back to the normal story.
No.
Fitz is still upset because Simmons got eaten by the rock. He's trying to make it go in there.
It literally starts at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
With him yelling at the rock, and then...
And they're like, "Fitz, are you goddamn
Which means
insane?"
I have to retract one of the things I said about the first episode where I was like, that was weird. Like, shouldn't somebody stop him?
They did.
And they did, so now I have to retract that.
You're an idiot!
I didn't think it was going to start with that. Okay.
Anyway.
So he's yelling at the rock, he's broken in, everybody at S.H.I.E.L.D. is like, "Yo, Fitz is going nuts, so we gotta go, like, deal with him." And they do, and Matt, keep going.
Anyway,
They calm Fitz down, Fitz is talking to the rock, he's yelling at it, and then he's like, "I got sand on his finger. It's impossible sand. Not like the Impossible Girl, but it's sand."
It's older than Earth. How can that be?
How is that a thing? Can't be a thing.
So Coulson's like, "Hey, this is alien. There's an alien on Earth. It's Professor Randolph from season 1 with the Berserker staff."
Which is weird, because he's Asgardian and the monolith is Kree, so
well,
I don't know how those link.
Lady Sif knew about the Kree back in season 2, so like, I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't fucking know. Point is, they call on Professor Randolph to help them, and he's like, "Oh, I remember this rock. I was at a party in the 1800s where they had this rock. Let's go there." So they go there, and they find like this underground like testing chamber or whatever.
It's in a castle.
It's in a castle.
It's like the weird fucking like Frankenstein
in Germany or something. And they put the rock in this hole.
There's like a hole in the ground, and then they put the rock in it, and then Fitz is able to magically like bang it and make it work.
And it's all like liquidy and shit.
And then the rock turns into liquid. We've seen it do before. And then the machine breaks.
And
Daisy is nosebleed.
Noseblood. Noseblood.
Her nose bleeds because of stuff.
Because of magic and human stuff. So
magic and human stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh, it's so loud. Oh, my nose is bleeding." Blah. And then what else is going on at the same time? Matt, tell us about Hydra.
Ward is the Hydra.
Thank you, Matt.
So Ward is
he's driving around his Hydra mobile.
He's trying to recruit more people to Hydra by like basically like torturing them.
He basically wants to start a new generation of Hydra
by scaring the shit out of people, but like tying them in the front of his car and driving around. And so then he's like to his buddy, he's like, "Hey, there's this kid who has a lot of money. He can open a lot of doors for us."
And he does something awesome. He goes onto this rich asshole's boat and just like punches him and throws them all off the fucking boat and is like, "Fuck you guys." And then they kidnap him.
Yeah.
And they want like his bank account numbers or something, whatever. They like torture him, and then we'll come back because meanwhile there's other things happening with the monolith because now the machine's broken, but like May is like, not May, Daisy is like, hey, we'll get to May in a second because May's in this episode. May's back. May's back. Daisy is like, hey, I have vibration power. Quake thing, Earth do, quake die.
You're talking about again?
Can't talk. She has like the power to like make things vibrate.
She has quake powers.
She has quake powers. So she's like, I think I can match the frequency that turns the monolith into goo. So she does that, and they're like, okay, we're gonna send a camera in, and that they don't send the camera in because Fitz jumps in, and is like, so I gotta go find Simmons. But like meanwhile, May is on the golf course with her dying dad.
And her
like his hip replacement.
And her dad is played by fucking James Hong. James Hong is awesome. He is. I love whenever they get like random like.
Also, forgot to mention the thing that has the death word written on it. It's death by punishment. Death by punishment. Just death. Anyway, but continue with May.
Anyway, so her dad. May's dad is James Hong. I love when they get like bigger name celebrities that play like minor characters. It's always so cool to see them in here.
He's all like, "Oh, May, you used to be a good skier." I do a really shitty James Hong.
That was really racist. Anyway,
it wasn't even like a Chinese accent. It was just like I don't know what it was.
Hunter tracks them down.
Hunter's like, "Hey, May." And May is like, it's a fuck knife at his neck, and then
I don't trust anybody.
I'm all paranoid and shit. Just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then so he's like, hey, we gotta go hunt down Ward, and she's like, I can't do that because I gotta take care of my dad. But then we learn that maybe Ward was the one who hit May's dad with the car that gave him a hip replacement. Gasp. So now May and Hunter are probably gonna go hunt down.
What a dick.
Ward. Meanwhile. Which meanwhile am I going to?
Do you want to go to Ward since you just mentioned him?
Yeah, Ward. We're going to Ward.
Meanwhile,
they're torturing and interrogating the kid with the boat.
The redhead asshole.
The redhead asshole.
But he's blonde.
With the freckles.
He's blonde.
Blonde head, fucking yeah.
He's rich. Is the point.
He's rich as shit. And anyway, he's getting the shit beat out of him, and then he kind of like he turns and he like beats the shit out of the guy who's beating the shit out of him, and he's like, "Do you know who I am?" And then Ward comes in. Matt, tell us who he is. And
Ward's like, you're Werner von Strucker.
Oh,
your father was Baron von Strucker, one of Hydra's greatest leaders. And I'm like, oh shit! This one guy that like seemed like he was like a throwaway character, he has like a bigger connection to the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And the Strucker legacy lives on. But like, I'll bring that up. He says like Strucker's one of the Hydra's greatest leaders. What the fuck did he do? Like, yeah, he gave the Maximoff twins powers, but like other than that, it's kind of like, oh, the Avengers are showing up at my evil science place. I'm gonna run away.
He did other things before that.
Yeah, I'm sure he did other things, but like from what we saw, like he didn't really do a whole lot.
It's an eye patch. Not an eye patch, it's a monocle.
It's a monocle.
That's
Point is, Ward's like, you're gonna.
So like the son of Baron von Strucker is here though, and Baron von Strucker is this huge fucking Hydra dude, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, and Ward's like, you're gonna be our Hydra now.
Anyway,
meanwhile,
back at the monolith, Fitz has jumped into the portal and is like, Simmons, I gotta get Simmons, and he's looking for her, and then she pops up, and then he saves her. And
he's like, take my hand, and she's like, I'll never let go, Jack, and then he. Tell me that's not what you were thinking. That's kind of what it felt like.
I haven't seen Titanic.
Oh, it's not very good.
But anyway, so they're grasping hands, and then boom, monolith explodes.
And they're okay.
And they just kind of I was gonna try to play it off like they die, but they don't. They crawl out of the rubble of the destroyed.
Although Simmons probably has like immense like PTSD from
and
that.
then Simmons like because she's like asleep, and then she wakes up with like a fucking like whittled twig to protect herself or something.
She's a pointy stick.
She's a pointy stick. But then Strucker's kid, the very last scene we see,
he joins the class of May's husband.
May's husband's psych class, and is like, I'm gonna learn how to psych.
But really what he's going to do is how to fuck your bitch.
Let's talk about the pros.
Yeah, the pros.
Let's talk about the pros.
Stop it.
What was a good thing that you liked?
I'm gonna punch you in the face. I like how we see what May was doing. I like that.
May's back.
May's back.
Like May.
She didn't do a whole lot, but you know, she doesn't really need to. It's more of a setup to what she's going to do.
James Hong's her dad.
James Hong is her dad.
That's
James Hong is awesome as her dad. I like how even though Strucker is supposedly dead, which everybody's kind of pissed off about, because they're like, this guy's a big Hydra guy, and like Ultron just randomly is like, the fuck, did you make a noise in there?
No, I heard something.
Whatever, rats. And people were pissed off, like, Strucker's like a big Hydra guy, how come like they just killed him off like really quick?
I think he's dead.
Yeah, Ultron killed him in Age of Ultron.
Did he?
Yeah. He killed him while he was in prison. Yeah, Strucker's dead.
Did I miss that?
You must have.
Did I forget?
Like, it was a quick scene, but like he like killed him, like wrote something in his blood on the wall.
That was Strucker?
Yeah, that was Strucker.
Okay.
Anyway, so like people are pissed off that he's dead.
Okay, now I'm pissed off that he's dead.
Yeah, but it's okay because the Strucker legacy continues with Werner von Strucker.
Yeah.
And Strucker has 2 other kids in the comics who are like twins.
This is
so
the
like
comics. We're not talking about.
Yeah, we'll see if they show up. I don't know. I mean, the Maximoff twins are kind of like the exact same thing. Like twins that are superpowers working with Strucker, so like I don't know.
Strucker's kid is in the episode, and that was awesome.
I just said that.
I know, but I'm reiterating because it's cool, and I'm doing it too.
Speaking of Hydra, Ward is cool in this episode. Professor Randolph is back, and I fucking love him. He's awesome. Like, he is so entertaining.
He rips a prison door off its hinges.
Yeah, and
he's like, he did it.
He did it.
Pointing at Coulson, he's like, he did it.
That's great. You're like, yeah, he's cool.
May skied.
Yeah.
We know she was a skier now.
Yeah. She also is apparently a golfer.
And a golfer.
She has a lot of skills.
And was a small child at one point.
I'm assuming she also knows karate. A bit racist, but
Ward
like,
might have crippled her dad.
Ward may have crippled her dad.
Hydra's plotting stuff and being naughty.
Yeah.
I actually wrote that.
Yeah, I can see that. Fuck, I don't even know what else to say. Do you want to talk? You want to say something?
No, I'm really interested in what you have to say.
I don't have anything else to say. What the fuck is he doing in there? Anyway,
Jacking off.
do you want to go in the cons or do you have any more pros?
I like what they're doing with what they started doing with the monolith. It was cool.
Yeah.
The control room was pretty convenient that it was just there.
Yeah.
It was cool though. It was a cool, like, little gothic, like, Frankenstein thing.
Steampunk.
Hydra's about to get real fucking serious, and I like that it's foreshadowing some horrible shit gonna happen with Hydra.
And now we got another Strucker in charge, which means things are gonna be, something.
Daisy references Secret Warriors.
Yeah. Which is like, it's like
which I know nothing about.
It's like a team of like S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the comics that are like, they're superpowers but they work for S.H.I.E.L.D. and like quit.
So they're Inhumans.
They're not Inhumans, I don't think.
Well, they are now.
They are Inhumans now in the show, but like in the comics, I think they're just like random superhumans.
Yeah.
And Quake leads them in the.
Joey doesn't pop up in the episode. Joey being the melting guy. From
he's
the
in the
episode.
flashback, but he's not in this episode.
He's not in the episode, but he's mentioned throughout. And like May's husband, ex-husband, I think they got the word.
Ex-husband, yeah.
Ex-husband comes in. There's like a psych evaluation of him, and it's like he's gonna need like 3 months or something before he's able to like actually like interact with people or something. And Daisy's not happy about that. She's like, we need to make this team. We need to get this stuff going. It feels like it's going in a good direction. Let's talk about what we don't like. Matt, what don't you like? Tell me.
I kind of wished we saw. Stop that. I kind of wish we saw more of the alien planet that Simmons was on, but I suppose we'll probably get a flashback or something. But it was just kind of like we saw at the end of the last episode, and then this episode she's just back. Like, I kind of thought this episode was gonna be kind of like we could see her on the planet.
Yeah.
But I guess it must have cost
I
too much
agree.
money.
I felt like they could have dragged that out a few more episodes. Because it was literally 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
she was gone,
like.
And now she's back, and it's like, well, okay.
Yeah, no, they could have dragged that out a bit longer.
At least like 1 or 2 more episodes would have probably been better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This felt like there's a lot happening in this episode, but like some of it feels like rushed, and I'm like, you could have just stretched that out over a couple more episodes.
Definitely.
The opening in the 1800s with like The Rock, I'm not sure I understood the purpose.
It's like
to like introduce the castle where the monolith was.
Yeah, they were just kind of like, we need somebody to go into the Rock to see what's in there. Draw straws.
They draw rocks.
Same fucking principle.
Same thing, but like they just like they do it and then they send the one guy in and then that's the end of the scene.
Yeah, other than to introduce the castle, like
you could have taken that scene out and you would have had the same exact episode.
Yeah, put in a scene with Simmons. It would have been the exact same thing.
I think they got Simmons back too soon.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna probably get flashbacks to her on the planet, but I would have liked her to be gone for a few more episodes so it felt more important when we got her back, I guess. You talk now.
I don't know anything else. You pretty much said everything I said.
Can you say that in a less wimpy, like
I had something in my
Alvin
throat.
and the Chipmunks like
I had something in my throat. Don't mock me.
So you clear your throat and then you start speaking.
Anyway, you pretty much said everything I wanted to say, so.
Alright, so yeah, I think like the first episode was awesome. And the second episode
was good.
Was like a step down, but not like a huge step down.
It was still good. It was still good.
Episode. I just feel like they tried to do too much in this episode, and they rushed a lot of stuff that probably could have been stretched out longer.
But the stuff they had in there was good. It was kind of like it felt rushed.
It was cool. It's just like this one episode should have been like 3 episodes.
Yeah. So yeah.
So that does it for this one.
Next episode is all about Inhumans and somebody's being betrayed. And
one other thing. There's no Lash in this episode.
No, there is not. There's no Lash in that
Lash
episode.
is absent.
And that's fucking bullshit. This wasn't really an Inhumans heavy episode.
No, it wasn't. It was more about
I feel like next episode
and it was focusing a lot on Ward too, so yeah.
And next episode we're gonna have like more Lash and Ross.
I hope they have more Lash in the next episode, because I want to see more.
I hope Lash and Ward fight.
I do too.
Oh, also, there's no new South Park this week, so there's no new South Park vlog.
We won't be doing a South Park vlog because for whatever reason there's not an episode this week.
I guess they need to do another week to like perfect that fucking Kid Made a Clock Bomb episode.
In other news, American Horror Story started.
I don't watch American Horror Story.
I know, but that first episode is gross as shit. It's awesome. I have no idea what's happening, but I love that show. Okay.
Anyway, we'll see you guys.
We're not going to do a TV log of that because she doesn't watch it.
I don't watch it, but just
it's awesome.
See it next time. Go watch S.H.I.E.L.D. Go watch American Horror Story. Go watch South Park. Go watch things.
Doctor Who.
Go watch Doctor Who.
That's Saturday, right?
Go touch people. Don't touch people. Don't touch people.
Don't tell people that
Don't touch people. Ignore me. Ignore the asshole in the green shirt. Don't touch people. I'm sorry.
Bye.
I'm a bad influence to children.